Hi, my name is Reese. I'm a sport and exercise science graduate and a qualified fitness instructor and personal trainer. When I was working in the gym recently, I always come across the same question. Why ain't I getting any results? People I see working, myself, I've seen them personally working their asses off, trying to achieve dropping in dress sizes, losing body fat, for example, and I see them putting the effort in, but I don't see themselves do not see the results that they're getting, and they're not getting the results that's going to keep them motivated to keep on working hard and keep on training. The key behind all of this is so simple: it's diet. Just give you a quick example. Myself was training every day of the week, pretty much, teaching 20 spin classes a week. 20 classes a week, 10 of which were spin, and still I was putting on weight because that's what I was trying to achieve personally. That just says to you how important it is purely to have your diet under control. People always ask for me for diet plans. Personally, it's so much more important to be educated about dieting. As soon as that diet plan gets lost or gets boring or gets repetitive, you don't know where to turn. You're not going to buy another diet plan. As long as you educate yourself about the basics of dieting, you're onto a winner. So I'm just going to go over the basics of dieting, very, very basics, and this is purely to do with how you look, not to do with your internal, which is obviously vitally important. This is purely based on physical appearance. There's two variables with regards to fat loss, which I would like to call it. There's calories in versus calories out. Calorie intake, calorie expenditure. Your calories in are just everything you eat throughout the day, everything you drink throughout the day, and that is it. Your calorie expenditure is broken down to two variables basically: basal metabolic rate, which is your BMR, and also additional exercise, which you do on top of that. BMR is basically just to have bodily functions, is to keep your body alive, and that is it, to keep your heart working, to keep your body at the right temperature. That's where the majority of calories you will burn throughout the day. The other variables then is energy you need to walk around, energy if you're going to train, energy for everything, every activity in the world basically. Right. For you to lose weight, you will need your calories in to be lower than your calories that you're burning. So basically, if you're burning 2,500 calories a day, you need to be aiming below 2,500 calories a day. If you're eating 2,500 calories a day and you're taking in 2,600, you are going to put on weight. Slowly as it may be, you will eventually put on weight. It is as simple as that, and that's exactly how it goes. I often see people often confused purely because they're like, I only eat healthy stuff, I'm only eating your brown rice, I'm only eating your potatoes, I'm only eating sweet potatoes, I'm only eating chicken, I'm only eating fish. If you are burning 2,500 calories a day and you are eating 2,800 calories of brown rice, fish, you are going to put on weight. Alternatively, if you are burning 2,500 calories a day and you are eating 2,000 of junk food, of 2,000 McDonald's, however unhealthy it is for your body, you will lose weight. It is as simple as that. Food type is not what matters in particular with regards to physical weight loss. This obviously differs when you come into bodybuilding and building muscle, for example, but basic fat loss is as simple as that. For you to achieve your calories just need to be below what you're having per day. So you're burning 2,000 calories a day, you need to be on 1,005. You're burning 2,500 calories a day, you need to be on 2,000. Your calories obviously sounds very difficult and can be very time consuming. But what has worked wonders for me, everybody has a smartphone these days, well the majority of people do, and what worked wonders is MyFitnessPal. So literally, so all you're doing is whatever you're eating, you're scanning the barcode and it automatically will add on your calories, your protein, your carbohydrates and your fats for the day. So there we go. If you're a male, for example, there are BMR calculators online, and for example they're not that accurate, but they are quite accurate. A good starting point would be start on consuming 2,000 calories a day, 2,200 calories a day. Literally, you'll have to count every single calorie. That means if you have a sweet, you add the sweet on. You don't skip anything. If you have a drinks, you add the drinks on. What I find is best, just stick to your waters and sugar-free squashes. What's the point of wasting calories, drinking calories? For me, there is no point. I just prefer to consume my calories in food, especially when I'm trying to lose weight. So that's what I would stick to. It's up to you. If you really like drinking fizzy drinks, no problem, drink your fizzy drinks, but count them as calories, and you've still got to stick to under your, for example, 2,000 calories or whatever. A good starting point for, like I said, for a man would be 2,000. Give it a try. I can guarantee in the first week you will probably lose quite a bit of weight. A lot of it will be glycogen stores, a lot of it will be water retention, not necessarily fat. And what you will see is your fat loss will gradually get harder and harder. This is then when you have to tighten up your diet, and when you start go for example 2 weeks without losing a pound and you don't stay the same weight, then you need to reduce your calories further. So for example, if you've been on 2,000 and you haven't lost any weight, then reduce it to 1,000. So all I can emphasise is to educate yourself purely so much on training, and not just so much training, but on nutrition. I know this is very brief, very brief. Some of it might not be that accurate, but I just want you to bear this in mind. Just summarise this basically. A calorie is a calorie regardless of what it's from. If it's from fish, if it's from chips or McDonald's, it's a calorie. A calorie is a calorie. Okay, you can eat hell of a lot more fish for 1,000 calories than you can McDonald's for 1,000 calories, but 1,000 calories is 1,000 calories. That's all I want you to know, and just bear that in mind. I can't emphasize enough how important diet is. You can train your ass off, and if your diet is terrible, you will not lose any weight. You will not achieve any results. Losing fat is. People make it to be so difficult with all these diet fads and all these Herbalife. They're paying ridiculous money for. Okay, it might work, but they're paying ridiculous money, and you see these other diet pills which do absolutely nothing for you. It's so simple, and I just wish I could get this message across to more people and educate more people. Thanks for your time. Any questions, just leave them below, and I'm more than happy to answer them. But for now, that's about it, and I'll cover a lot more detail in the other videos. Thanks for your time. Peace. In terms of ideas on how to burn the most calories, if for example you're burning, I know this is over exaggerated, but if you were to burn 5,000 calories a day because you've done a lot of exercise, you can eat 4,000 calories a day and you'll still lose weight, so regardless. So if you want to reward yourself with a chocolate bar, go run for 30 minutes to burn 400 calories and then have your chocolate bar. But as long as you are under for the day, that's totally fine. I'll obviously in another video go over a lot more to do with muscle building and with regards to healthy eating and breaking down your macronutrients and stuff and percentages of how many carbs. But for this video I'll keep it very simple. Let me just briefly, in terms of my advice for males and females in terms of training, weight training, so simple. When I said about BMR, basic metabolic rate, just earlier, you will hear people often say, oh, I can eat what I want, my metabolism is really fast. And then people say, oh, I can't eat hardly anything, I just put on weight straight away. That's purely, well, the majority down to your BMR. So you can actually affect your BMR, manipulate your BMR. To increase your BMR, weight training does actually increase your BMR. So that's what that on its own is a great reason to start doing weight training. More so, the more muscle you have, the more calories you're going to burn. And when I mean muscle, I don't want women to get confused and think they're going to get big muscles. Purely, women won't get that many big muscles purely because they haven't got enough testosterone in their body, the male hormone, in order to build that muscle. And men themselves have enough trouble building muscle. So you can imagine how difficult that is for women. What you will see is people run in for 30 minutes or an hour. I promise you, I'm not saying in terms of fitness and for your heart and for your health, running is great, and it does burn calories nonetheless. But you've burned them 300 calories, you go and eat a chocolate bar, then that running is now, okay, except for the fitness you've achieved, that running is now nothing, you have nothing to show for it. What will happen with your weight train? You will actually continue to burn calories for the 48 hours after you have trained, as your body repairs. So basically, although you might not burn the same amount as you would running for an hour, in weight training for an hour, over 48 hours after, 2 days after, you will actually burn more calories for that session than you actually did for running. And you won't feel as difficult, and you won't be sweating and dying coming out of there. And what I would recommend, if you go into a gym, ask for advice. Ask the staff for advice. They're there for advice. Ask them to help you. Ask them to explain things to you.